really look like something was alive. So we found out it does actually keep the points that we get in the fight, but so I was at 3,220 something, meaning I got a whole 40 something points from that fight. In order to have enough points to get the basic health item, I would have to fail at beating this enemy 1,000, almost 2,000 times. I would have to fight this boss 2,000 times in order to afford one minor healing item, which would immediately be rendered ineffective by this guy's attacks. I would use it, and then it would be wasted, and then I have to fight him again. So, I'm getting his pattern down. I'm figuring it out.
We have the weak point. We know what the weak point
Yeah.
is. We just need to learn the moves afterwards.
He has much less warning than the vampire lady, which sucks. Because
He gets stunned a little bit when he's not enraged yet. But once he is enraged, he'll start lashing out at you.
What the heck is this? It's just like feathers. Why are there feathers in my room? I don't know what that was. There's just the microphone is shedding. Yeah, I don't know. So I can't afford anything. Everything feels like it was useless. The one upgrade I got, I feel like didn't really matter. I should have saved up and just gotten that stupid jump. Was this really annoying when I can't make it out of here? Jump away. That doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Ow. The heck was that?
What?
He's like Mr. T Godzilla.
You can't just keep throwing new moves at this guy.
Is that not what he looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
It's not working because he's mid-attack.
I can't attack you until you're mid-attack. Stop it. Alright, there we go.
Okay, he's gonna explode.
Yep.
You were just barely out of range on that one.
No. I hate this thing. Die. Come on. What is it?
He's still in attack range.
He's always in attack mode.
Like, always turning too. Like,
What the heck? You just stopped for 2 seconds. Why? Why do I move so slow? By the time I catch back up to him, he's already in the next... Oh, but I have to do everything I can in that one moment.
like he moves between phases too quickly. The opening is very small.
That's what I was saying before about his there's much less warning than with the vampire lady. Because with her, there'd be like a line of dialogue that she'd say, and you'd be like, oh, she said this thing, meaning she's going to do this attack.
Yeah.
This guy's just like, you can see the slight change in volume on his light. Like, he's always glowing, and if he's glowing a little bit brighter than usual, it means he's doing a attack. And you don't know which one. Oh, come on! What is the point? Die. Why? I don't understand. I'm hitting you and it's doing nothing. I'm not making it out of this. What the heck? What is the point? I hate that he's immune. He's immune to everything. Just get off of me for a second. Okay, I'm switching to this so I can jump.
I mean, you should still be able to hit his head with that, but
Not being able to move in this game. It sucks so much. Because it's like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't understand what their point is that they're trying to make with this.
I mean, I know the enemy wouldn't be just trying to leave himself open, but give us a chance here. Like,
it's what I've always said about games. I am perfectly fine with a challenge. Like, okay, it takes 2 or 3 tries in order to get the pattern down. Fine. But you have to let me do something about the pattern. It's like, okay, he has an opening here. He has stopped moving, which means he's still invulnerable. Why? Why is he always invulnerable no matter what I do? Like that. I hit him. I know I hit him in the head. He reacts as though I've hit him, and I'm seeing the damage bar go down. But he's not staggering like he should be. So what is the point? What's the difference?
by the time we're at him to hit him in the head, he's already in the next attack phase.
And sometimes he'll stagger for a second and then stop staggering. He moves so quickly.
He's like he's like always turned on you, but also always facing away from you. Like
he can always attack me, but I can't always attack him. It'd be great if the camera would cooperate too, because that's come on. And then there's that. Sometimes he attacks high when you stagger him, and sometimes he attacks low. And you don't know until he hits you and then you're dead. Because it's like, I'll finally stagger him, and then he'll just start flailing. And it's up to him to decide whether he's
either attacking that guy or not.
Yeah. It's the inconsistency in the attack patterns. Because how you play games is, if I do this, then this. Yeah, see, that time he attacked high. So I didn't have a chance to actually do any damage to him. Now he's low, but he's actually staggered. Did he? Okay. It looked like he went into the lava. I was like, are you gonna just kill yourself? I mean, like I said before, I'm fine if you all take care of yourselves. Come on, move! You saw me jump that time, right? And he jumped straight up instead of like at an angle like I was telling him to. Come on. I was moving. Why?
Yeah, like by the time we get to him, he's just not taking damage anymore.
Just kill me already. I don't care. What the heck did that do? I know he's glowing, so I have to move, and I'm moving, and he's not moving. This is going to be a full episode of fighting this guy. Can the cutscene please start at the beginning of the room? Just when I walk through the door, can we just get to the thing?
I mean, Dante is already at the beginning of the room when the cutscene even starts.
Right? It was clearly meant to play when you enter the room, and not making it all the way across. Jump, jump, jump! The heck with that! Just
Maybe instead of dodging over him, dodge back, like jump backwards.
There is no... Dodging backwards is jumping up in a straight line. If you try to move away from him, you're just jumping in a straight line. Going over him is the only direction I can actually move. Jump high enough to hit his head. It like almost staggered. Come on, I'm... It'd be great if the devil arms actually did anything. Yeah, that's great. There is something that I'm missing. It's Swordmaster. I'm gonna switch to that. I don't know what it does. Nothing. It doesn't change.
Did it increase your sword power or something?
I don't know. It doesn't seem to have. Not entirely sure what changed. I don't know what's happening anymore.
You're gonna explode.
Yep, I feel like there's a block button, and I'm not... Stop moving away from me. It's like he's counts as a solid object, and so Dante just moves around him instead of counting it as an enemy that he's supposed to be auto-targeting.
Yeah.
You see that? You see what I mean? Like, I aim at him, and then he, like... I don't understand the point.
Yeah, this is a rampaging enemy, so...
This is insane.
Allows player to avoid enemy attacks. Somehow.
The heck? Virgil? Dante? Virgil? Dante? Virgil? Vante? Dirtle? One of the things most video games do is...
let you hit the enemy.
well, A, they let you hit the enemy, but B, as you continue, it usually, like, makes things easier as you go. Like even Dark Souls does this, where, like, say you walk into a room and there's 15 enemies, and you ended up dying and not making it through the room. So next time, if you hit continue, now 14 enemies spawn in. Or it's like, if you die 3 times in a row to this fight, it spawns 14 enemies instead of 15. Like, it does stuff like that. And for boss enemies, it's usually like, okay, you died 15 times to this boss enemy. It's not going to do this move anymore. Or, it's going to be a little bit slower. or you have more reaction time, or it won't do as much damage, or something. Like, there's usually a modifier that, if you are seriously having trouble with this boss, it accounts for that. Like, okay, now we're going to make the game playable.
There's also usually healing items in boss rooms.
Seriously, I don't understand the... Stop giving me these useless 20-point red things that I'm not going to be able to spend for another 10 years. Why am I not jumping?
Like, we're hitting the head, but it doesn't stop him because he's already made attack. So, like, his animation can't get canceled.
But ours can. He can knock me out of whatever.
And explode. And he's like always in the middle of an attack phase, so we can't even stun him.
That did not hit me. That did not hit me.
I know we can lower the difficulty, but I don't know if we can just lower the difficulty to this mission.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know where the difficulty... Where's the...
I think you gotta exit out of the mission and do it again, but...
I just want the game to be playable. That's all that I'm asking for. Make the game playable. If you have to use cheat codes or lower the difficulty in order to move your character properly, then it's bad. It's bad design. If I'm supposed to completely redo every single mission in order to earn points enough to do any one thing in this game, it's bad design. And I hate games like this, where I really like everything else about it.
Mm-hmm.
It won't let me play.
Yeah, no, this boss is being really difficult.
I love the characters, I love the art design, I love the story, everything about it is really fun. I love the music, even the voice acting. Some of it's not the greatest, but it's still fun because of that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when the gameplay is broken and you're not allowed to continue, it becomes an issue. Because now we've spent 20 minutes fighting this guy. I don't know how many times anymore. I've lost track. I haven't been counting.
And like, we know the weak point. We know what it is we're supposed to do. The boss just won't let you do it. He's gonna explode.
He like has this stagger moment where for a second it lets you continue attacking him.
But even after you stun him, though, he can still hit you. So...
This is doing nothing. I dodged. I don't know what your problem is.
I think you dodged early. You turned at you.
And I hate when I know I'm out of range. And I hate when there's like this invisible buffer. Like the hitbox is beyond the animation. Like, I know I'm out of reach of the light when it hits. But I still take damage. So what's the deal there? What is the point of the light, if not to signify the blast radius? You have to clue the player into something, because if I'm just supposed to... If all of this is a guessing game, it doesn't work properly. Yeah, but I have to do damage while he's standing still.
Like, the guy's, like, sliding, too. Like, he's not just keeping his position. He's constantly sliding around to turn at you. But the only time when he's available to either be hit, to be staggered, is when he's facing away from you, which is not working.
I don't even know what happened there. That's not the button I hit, but whatever. I'm going to leave this as a 20-minute thing. I'm going to end this here because this is ridiculous. This is 20 minutes, almost a regular length episode of doing absolutely nothing. I've made zero progress. I've actually lost progress because I wasted those points on the healing item that didn't get me anywhere.
Yeah, we might just try this off camera, probably.
I might try it off camera. I might do that myself, and just whatever cutscene happens, maybe I'll record it, or maybe we end up just passing that, and sorry you guys missed it. It's not like anybody's really paying attention to this stuff anyway. So,
I mean, we'll probably hit record again if it hits, but
yeah, I'm going to do something else and not care for a second. So, bye. Alright. I didn't do much off screen. We made it back here because I turned it off. So now
we have a few items to work with. We found a holy water.
Yeah. Small healing item, large healing item, and a holy water. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to keep trying anyway, because I don't care. I'm giving myself 10 lives. 10 tries.
We just need to bring him down enough, and then if we really need to use it, use the life items, but bring him down enough that the holy water actually does something. I mean, you could use it now, too.
I'm
that works,
leading with it. Because it did almost nothing.
Okay, he's gonna explode. Okay, it brought him to this point right off the bat, though, so that's
yeah.
something. But I feel like this phase is probably the hardest one. So I was saying, wait to use the holy water until he gets to this point, and then just knock him down. Because he's really just not taking the stun damage. Always facing the wrong way.
This time I've got it. I gave myself 10 lives, but I'm going to do it in one.
And you have healing items too, so that should help you out. We got him down pretty far one at a time, so yeah,
That's it. Wow, that does not heal much of anything. What? Oh, come on! I was gonna like try and make this funny, but
this guy's just
there is so much nonsense coming from this guy. What the heck? I hate that stupid jumping thing. Like, you can only dodge by jumping him.
kind of spud.
No, I have until he, like, hunches over for a second.
Okay, you want to use one of your items? Like the small one, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do for now.
No. Don't do that.
I'm gonna turn around and punch the wall.
And he can attack, like, every direction.
Yeah, he spins as he attacks, so that's... He just doesn't take the stun damage at all, so... Hello.
That was so many attacks, all at exactly the same time. Stop doing so much.
Like, if you're stuck at him, if you're in front of him, he'll stomp on you.
And it's like, I can't tell what specific attack he's going to do, because he does the same thing for like 3 different things at the same time, and then he cancels his own attack. Like, he summons the thing, and then he did that. And it's like, which attack are you doing? Do I have time to hit you, or do I not have time to hit you? See, he summons the thing, then he summons another thing. I don't have time to get away. I have no time to hit you anymore.
Almost there, almost there. Just keep shooting him, really.
There!
We go. Okay.
The worst boss fight I think I've ever fought. Well, that did nothing.
Is there a phase 2? Oh, he's just gonna leave. Okay.
Why do I have to take the heat for my father? Come on, man. Cut me some slack.
Actually, if the dude went into phase 2.
Yeah, then I would have just... I don't think I would have ever come back to this. That would have been about as much of a game ender as Genesis almost was.
Which one was Genesis again?
No, in Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Like when I stopped...
We don't get to know what the item is.
No, we don't.
Yeah, that was the worst. Just the way the guy was moving.
Yeah.
And then not accepting the damage he was supposed to take.
Alright.
I think you did that entire thing without even stunning him once.
Yeah, I don't think I got a chance to stun him at all on that playthrough. And that took every item I have. I have 88 items, or I have 88 money, currency, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if we just absolutely couldn't do it.
That would have been the end. Because I wouldn't have... Because in order to get those items back, I would have had to play through the rest of the level to get back there. And it was... I was already getting annoyed off-screen, getting back to this point. And...
Yeah, it's not a terribly long level, it's just the enemies were annoying.
This whole... All of... What was this, Chapter 11? All of Chapter 11 was frustrating for no reason. Or for all the worst reasons, I should say.
Like the missed enemies or whatever that you couldn't hit.
You're not allowed to hit them, and they grab you out of nowhere, and they become solid for a second to grab you, but you're not allowed to hit them then either. It's, from what I can tell, completely random whether or not you're allowed to hit those types of enemies. And then all the issues with this final boss guy. We are at the halfway point of this game. Because there are 20 chapters. We just beat chapter 11. This is the halfway point. And this is already, once again... Because I think Genesis was the halfway point.
Probably.
Because that was...
As long as the enemies don't keep sliding around like that guy was and just actually took the stun damage he was supposed to have, we'd be fine. If the game actually functioned the way it should, we'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't know how that got past testing. Like, I can see one of two ways. A, they spent so much time playing and replaying the game on one save file to the point where they had amassed enough red skulls to buy items. But, like, most people wouldn't replay every single mission multiple times for in-game currency to buy items that should be considerably cheaper than they are. I'm not going to do every mission all over again just to beat one boss. I should be able to sit and in one playthrough get through this thing without a headache. That's what video games are meant to be fun. I will always hold video games to that standard. Is it fun to play? No. Then it's a bad game. Regardless of all the other things I like about it. It's a bad game if it's not fun to play.
Yeah.
That is the biggest criteria point a game has to face. Is it fun to play? There are some games that I like, even if I don't like the story, or I don't like half the characters, even if I don't agree with the art style for the most part, there are some that I like to play because the mechanics are fun. But I don't know what happened with Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing the game. I'm just watching him play, and that boss was infuriating for me. Like, I couldn't.
It's stressful to watch. But
I'm like, dude, this guy should be taking damage here. What is going on?
Yeah. And it's when I was playing that Final Fantasy VII, the Crisis Core, and I'd gotten my guy up to I could do as much damage as I possibly could. I like maxed out all of the stats that I could. I wasn't max level. I'm not sure what else leveling up would have given me. Because everything was at 9,999 by where I'd ended. And I was level 40 something.
Yeah.
Out of level, like, I'm guessing 99. And doing 9,999 damage to an enemy took a sliver of health from them. But 9,999 damage to me is a one-shot kill.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a level playing field. In the slightest. And I feel very much like that's what's happening here. We got the same length health bar, but my units are smaller than yours. And so I feel like I'm not doing any kind of damage, but he'll take one hit. He'll do one hit and I'll lose half my life.
Also, one of the key points about Dante himself is that he can't die.
Right? Like, if there were any game where you needed to make your main character so all-powerful that this was just the easiest hack and slash to ever be made, Devil May Cry would be the game to do that. You've given me every weapon imaginable. Space lasers, double-bladed, two-bladed, one-bladed guitars, electric bats, 4 different types of guns, and I can't do anything? I can barely jump. I definitely can't roll out of the rolling out of the way is insane. Because roll, once again, like Mega Man, is the same button as jump. It's the same button. Rolling and jump are the same buttons. So when the enemy has an attack where it's like, oh, he's clearly going to aim high, so I need to roll out of the way. Well, Dante jumped instead. And jumped right into the attack and I took damage. Well, maybe you should have made it a different button. I don't know. Maybe I can. I think there's a way to... I messed with the button controls in the beginning, but I don't think...
I remember seeing roll.
I don't think that... Yeah, because you can't set things... I tried to set something as the same button and it wouldn't let me. I'm not allowed to make things the same button myself, which means the game decided jump and roll are the same button. And I can't fix that. I have no idea how the rest of this game is going to go. We're going to continue because apparently I beat the boss, but I have no idea where this is going.
We'll see how Mission 12 does.
Yeah. That'll be... We're taking a longer break between this and then, for sure. We only, like, sat down for a couple of hours between the rest of this episode and this segment, which I'm tacking on to the end of it. Because I don't want 2 episodes that are just me fighting this guy. So, we've now hit what would be the 33-minute mark. And I'm going to end it there.
Yeah.
So... Yay monologues.
Let's hope this guy doesn't show up at all again. I mean, the guy left.
Yeah, which means
gonna come back.
he's coming back. And that's not going to be fun. hopefully we'll stick with Uncharted. Uncharted will be the episode that comes out after this, so come back tomorrow for Uncharted. We'll probably continue that before we continue this.
You'll see Nathan die in funnier ways.
Yeah, there's some fun we had there. Probably the only reason I had patience with this. Alright.
Because we took out our frustration on Nathan.
Yeah, threw him down a couple of pits. Killed him with a bunch of pirates. Alright. Kaboom.